Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, this is Pradeep here, guys. And I'm a BTech graduate in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I've done my BTech in 2015, and later I've worked for a couple of MNCs, Indigo Airlines and Sykes International. And I worked there as a customer service representative for international support. It was for both chat and voice support that I did for, and I got to learn a lot of communication skills and the parameters that they would gauge my case or my tickets upon. And I learned the organizational culture and also the projects, how they are handled, the the timelines, the guidelines, and the rules that we need to abide with. And thus have got an opportunity to get into IT support, and with the help of Jairam sir, I have attended his trainings just a month ago, and I have tried myself for some interviews and through Naukri portal, and I have got plenty of opportunities through Naukri portal. And you also get, once you upload your resumes and Naukri and LinkedIn, you get plenty of calls as I got. And there are some things to be considered when you're uploading a resume. Make sure that you're putting all the concepts on the resume that you learned so far from Jairam sir training. And secondly, make sure that it's not kind of one line uh, defining your job role or kind of job description, earlier job description. See that it is about 2 to 3 pages, and try to be elaborative on your skill set or your expertise things. And also live up to the expectations when the HR calls you back. Generally the calls will be both virtual and live in the sense in person, when you have to go to the company and give the interviews. I had both experiences, virtual and also live interviews, like going to the interview spot. Virtual, you will feel like it's kind of friendly kind of conversation, because it's in a small video format, and they're not going to see you totally from top to bottom. You feel a bit uh, kind of, what I would say, comfort zone when it comes to virtual, because you feel just my face is been showing there, and not my expressions or my gestures. But what I feel is, if you are showcasing better with your gestures, body language, and eye to eye contact, even in virtual discussions, then that is what makes it an impressive interview. So try to make an eye to eye contact, sit straight, and deliver with your body language, hand gestures. That if you take an example of such, some kind of, see, you have 13 scenarios, UAT scenarios. Take an example of such scenario. If they try to ask about yourself, then you try to say about your education, your previous work experience, if you have any, or else you would go with some duplicate experience, as you would get from Jairam sir, right? And try to be confident when you're telling that experience part. And also use some examples like, I used to deal with internet issues, or slow PC working really slow, Windows not activated, Teams not working fine, and also the what do you call that? 2FA setup is not working for me. Password issues. So you can quote the examples yourself, even before the HR asks you for what you have done, and how you have done. So that will be like an extra mile, and it will help you find the opportunities very fast, and you'll have an scope to clear the interview for sure in the further further rounds. Because in the initial screening round, if you don't show up your content or your skill set, then they'll feel like, yeah, let's see with other guys as well, and then we'll see that if they are not found good, then we'll refer this guy for further rounds. they'll have such mindset uh, in their organizations sometimes. So what I believe is, try to be up to the technical part, try to be up to the mark. And communication, it doesn't matter much, because as long as your conveying is all good and they are understanding your version, then that is fine. It need not be exceptional or kind of too professional or too excellent. So just maintain the slow voice and also detailed answer. Don't run too fast or too slow, and don't say kind of kind of things. And if you tend to don't know, if you don't know something that they ask you, like they might ask you about VPN troubleshooting, which is not present among the 13 scenarios that Sarah has given. So in that situations, don't just stick to the concept that Sarah has given you. Try to give a extra effort and search in YouTube what are all IT help desk interview questions. And I'll share you some questions too from my end once we are done with the call. And you can also find from YouTube and Google once searching with the keyword IT troubleshooting interview questions, and try to read through those questions as well. And the most important part is, you won't be asked about practical thing. Practical in the sense, they'll just ask you, how do you repair a VPN which is not working properly. So you need not, they won't give you a VPN physically, and now they won't make it damaged, and they won't ask you the question, right? They just ask you what knowledge you have. So it's all a theoretical explanation. So make sure that you're gaining all those knowledge through the YouTube and Google resources, and try to be confident when you're saying. As I said, need not be excellent English, but be confident. It should sound like you are the two place or three place experience guy speaking to me, and quote the scenarios in such a way that you have worked on that and you're master in it. Not they ask you the questions and then you think for some while and then answer. So I don't know how far you guys have expertised in the concept so far. Uh, so I have got a couple of many interviews, and I've cracked some interviews with around 6.5 LPA, putting 3 years experience. Uh, so the rounds of interview were in this way, like virtual round, that is for screening. Again, second round will be also virtual sometimes, or else it might be in person at the company. And at company, you will be mostly having technical round, and they'll be asking you such troubleshooting scenarios, and also other scenarios, as I said, VPN troubleshooting, or 2FA not working. These are the general scenarios though, but you'll have some other scenarios too, like what all tickets you used to handle, which tool you used to use. Like Sir might have told you, like service now is the tool we have used, and we have some things to remember in it, incidents, requests, and all. I hope you guys are all well aware about that. And you can say they'll ask you about that as well, and they will also ask you about this, what you call, admin kind of questions, like how would you take an call, like and how you take a call, and how much time is the average time for the call. It is called average handling time of the call, and it is something which every company follows. Like within this time limit, the call should be the user should be answered with his query, and the call should be closed. So that is called average handling time. It typically falls between 8 minutes to 10 minutes. But see, if it is a simple situation, simple problem, then you can take the scenario, you can take adjust with 2 to 5 minutes. If it is a lengthy problem, then you can just take it to 8 minutes. But it depends. But the most of average handling time would fall between 8 to 10 minutes. So all such kind of questions will be asked, and a few other too. I'm not getting it to my mind at the moment. I'll share it in some while. And I don't know whether you guys were taught about Active Directory and all. You taught them, sir?
हाँ हाँ
Have
प्रदीप.
you taught them
Yeah, I
about
taught.
Active Directory? So, okay, then that's great. Then you would also be asked about Active Directory and what is it used for and how it looks like. So it's all about theoretical explanation, guys, not practical. You can explain like you will find a box which is kind of this template, password, new password, and all the length of the password, and all what is the combination of the password, alphanumeric, and all kind of thing. So they dive deeply sometimes and ask you about kind of network, what all routers we have, what all kind of routers, Wi-Fi routers we have, and what is proxy server, and what is the difference between router and modem, and what is difference between switch and a hub. All such kind of questions will be asked. Um, and those all, I think sir might have shared you some documents and PDFs to to learn all these theoretical questions, I hope. And this would be the second round of technical interview, and third round will be like most probably it will be a HR round. If not, it will be a client round too. Like client round is something like the project or the product that you are going to work for once you are getting into the company. So it will be of two kinds. Uh, Once you're into the company they themselves have some products or services, and you work for the company products. Like for example, Amazon is a product-based company. They have their own Amazon Web Services, Amazon Fire Stick, and
Pradeep,
their own products, Alexa
Pradeep,
and all. Yes.
Pradeep, wait a second. Anil, please mute your mic.
Sorry, sir.
No need to say sorry. But this is recording, so that background noise will affect it. Go ahead, Pradeep.
Yeah, yeah. So if you take an example of Amazon, they have their own products like Alexa, Amazon Web Services and Amazon Fire Stick, Amazon Prime Videos and all. So it's a product-based company. And if you are into such companies after the interview, then you will be working for the Amazon products itself. You don't have, you won't have Infosys or in IBM or other cognizant kind, tools or services that you would be working for. Only Amazon would be the project that you will be working for. And if you get into service-based companies like Tech Mahindra and Cognizant, IBM, Infosys, Wipro, you'll get into the company, but you'll be working for some other client. Like I got to get an interview from Wipro, and it was like I gave an interview for Wipro, but they were hiring me for Google. And you might wonder like what Google and Wipro? So they're all tied up actually. So Wipro will handle and it will hire employees and make them work for Google. So your client will be Google, and Wipro will be the one who will pay you salary. So this is how it goes when it comes to service-based companies. So I think you guys understood what I'm trying to say. Any doubts so far? Yes, guys?
Anyone having doubt can ask. No need to feel. Okay, Tarun, go ahead. I think you want to ask a query.
No, I need doubt. No, it was so clear.
Player.
Okay.
Yeah,
What player?
not clear. It's clear, clear.
Clear. Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So yeah, then that's good. Like this is what the interview is all about. Like how it goes is what I said. And as I said, you just can't rely upon the documents that sir has sent to your email or your WhatsApp. You need to do a extra effort, extra analysis, and learn from Google or YouTube by searching the keyword with IT troubleshooting interview questions, and present yourself as if you are experienced guy, not like fresher. I hope all you guys are going with experience only, not as freshers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then it's mandatory. I would say that you have to showcase yourself in such a way that you're 3 years experience IT help desk guy. And you might tend to, and once when you are uploading your resume in the Naukri portal or LinkedIn portal, you would also get the calls like IT help desk engineer, IT help desk support associate, or kind of a service desk support associate. The names will be different. It could also be technical support associate. The names, the titles of your job would be different, but the work will all be the same. Okay, don't worry about that. But just worry about your concepts where you're falling at, and try to assess yourself where you're standing. Question yourself when you're reading or when you're practicing. Question yourself. Yeah, if an interview asks me this question, where am I standing? So question yourself and don't look at the answer. Just see the question and then try to answer yourself looking at some wall or mirror. And you feel like if you feel like you are up to the mark to the question to the answer, then you can proceed ahead with the interviews. Why I'm saying this because once you are keeping your resume in the portal, and you obviously will get calls, and you get calls. Once you get calls, you can't take a time. You can't take time and say like yeah, now I got call, so let's prepare for second round. I still have time for second round. So it can't happen that way. You have to be well versed with all the concepts prior to the interview itself. Even prior to the prior to uploading the resume in the Naukri itself is what I say. Most people tend to see like, yeah, once I attend the interviews and through that questions I'll learn, I'll research and learn. That is wrong is what I feel, because what if you get a good package and it's a good company, Wipro or Infosys or which good company, you got a call from good company, and if you clear that is well and good in a single attempt. If you didn't clear that, and it will be like 3 months waiting period next when if you have to apply, then you have to apply for other company, Cognizant. So because the waiting period is 3 to 4 months, 3 to 6 months, so it will waste your time, and you can't just keeping on applying for other companies. Try to feel, I feel I do this kind of approach. See, I just feel like I have only one chance in front of me. So whatever the interview call that I get, I'll make my mind in such a way that I have only this one interview. If I fail this interview, I don't have other opportunities. Is what I keep my mindset for, and then I try to give the interview, whatever interview. In that mindset, you'll be like, Acha, I don't have other options, so I have to make sure I have to crack this interview. You have, and then you'll be feeling like I have to do all that it takes in order to clear the interview. Go with such mindset. Don't be like, yeah, if not this, other, if not that, another kind of mindset. Yeah, obviously, you will have opportunities. There are a number of companies that would hire for IT troubleshooting. Because every small company, big company does require IT help desk associate, and you're the one who would take care of all system issues or application issues, I would say. And as I said, be confident in your approach. Also, go through the document thoroughly and do a self research and present with normal communication skills. That would work out. And I had a few interviews where it went up to 4 to 5 rounds. Generally, it would be like first screening round, second technical, third HR. But at some interviews, I had like screening and technical. Technical, it was like kind of multiple choice questions. You'll have 20 to 30 questions, technical questions, and you will have to choose correct option. That is second round. And third round will be voice and versant round. Voice and versant is nothing but they'll check your pronunciation, your accent, and your body language, your gestures, your rate of speech. I would say rate of speech in the sense how fast you're speaking or how slow you're speaking. Slow would not too slow, not too fast. Medium, maintain it medium, but make sure you're clear and loud. This is the simple phenomena you need to follow. Just be clear and loud. That would be fine. Normal English is also fine to clear that test. The test would be of 100 marks, voice and version, where you need to get around 60 to 70 marks. I am saying 60 to 70 because at one company I had 62 as the cutoff, and at other company I had 68 as the cutoff. So that in that context, I'm saying you it's 60 to 70 scenario. So if but again you just feel it like 60 70 is not the cutoff, 80 is the cutoff, and present yourself in such a way that you get beyond 65 or 70. If you feel like, yeah, Pradeep told me 60 to 70, so let's try for it, you may tend to get only less than that. So try to make your fix your mindset for 90, and you may get 80, 70. That would be fine. And sometimes they will give you a chance to retake the virtual round voice and version exam, but sometimes they may not. It depends on the interviews, interview candidates that day. If there are only 5 to 10 people, they might reconduct. If there are hundreds of people, they may not. So that would be the third round. And as I said, screening first. Second is technical multiple choice questions. Third is voice and version. Fourth will be the manager round. Manager round is also called as operational round. Operation is nothing but the project that you are going to work for once you're into the company. So you do some operation, you do some work, right? That is called operation. Nothing much about that term, operation. So you will be asked about what work experience you hold, and what technical work did you do, and how could I rely upon you, and if I take you into the company, what is the what is the benefit that if I take you into the company, what I would get benefited with. So all such questions should be asked. They'll question your stability, like you have worked for 3 years with so and so company. Now why you want to choose only this company? Why not Amazon and other companies? So you should have a clear answer for that again, and that comes under stability. And stability that comes under your logical thinking, I would say. How would you react to that question, and how you are facing a challenge is what they see. And also you might be asked about stability. Stability is something you just work for 2 years with some company, and why did you leave, and what's the reason? Now if I take into my company, how long will you work? Will you work for only that 2 years, or will you again leave? So these kind of typical questions would be asked. And also they would ask you about why are only our company and not other companies, and why should I hire you, what is the benefit that I would get, all such questions apart from technical is what I'm trying to say. And they might ask you about the challenging situations that you dealt with in your previous organization in terms of technical issues. So try to be well versed with all the concepts, and only then you'll be able to answer those questions, those challenging questions. And make yourself perfect with one scenario at least among those 13 to 14 scenarios, and try to tell it in a professional, like, and also expertise way. Don't again miss take a kind of concession in points, in missing some points over there. Try to be accurate, because they ask you what is a challenging situation, and also how did you deal with that, and what makes you stand out from others. I mean, like, you're hatke, you're different, you're unique from others. So These are all general questions and also technical questions. So this would be the fourth round as operational or manager round, and fifth would be the HR round. So overall, these are the rounds that I faced so far with whatever interviews I got from Naukri or LinkedIn. Keep pinging people in LinkedIn and HRs or the company employees, so as to find help yourself with their contacts, and you can reach out to them sharing your resumes, and they would refer you for some IT help desk roles as well. That is one way of finding jobs, and second is Naukri. And go to the job description even before you apply. Once you upload in the upload resume in the Naukri portal, you'll it's not like you'll once you upload it, it's done and you'll get the calls. Don't be like that. For every 2-3 hours, try to visit the Naukri portal and see what all openings are there for IT help desk. Type there in search box IT help desk jobs. You'll find, and filter with Hyderabad location or whatever location you're looking for, and you'll find the jobs. And go click on each job and go to the job description and then apply. Okay, and sometimes you'll find HR numbers there. So try to ping them your resume, and also you'll have their email ID as well. Try to send your resume on that email ID as well. And what else? Naukri, yeah. Important thing. Try to update your resume every day in the Naukri portal or LinkedIn. The points may change, may not change in the resume, but still make sure that you are updating, re-uploading the resume on both these portals daily on a daily basis. Just when you once you wake up, keep it as a task that yeah, now I have to change my resume, update my resume, and then begin your day with normal activities. So this would make the HRs find your resume first, and which is updated first. They'll call to them or they'll reach out to them via email or call, whatever possible ways they have. And try to install Zoom app or kind of Teams apps, because you might have virtual rounds of interviews, and it will be helpful at that time. Just because you have interview, if you try to download or do that, you might make some mistakes in a hurry burry situation. So just telling that as a caution, that's it. And I've been working for one organization now for since a month, and it's Real Page. So not Real Page. Yeah, Real Page. And yeah, it's all going fine, and the atmosphere is all good. I have free cab, free food, and good colleagues and team as well. My manager is all good and chill kind of person. She helps a lot, and she also is strict at times. So unless you do your best and you are not into wrong things, nothing would affect your job. So that is what I feel. Yeah, it's going good now. I'm still learning. I'm still in training now. Once I'm done with the training and all, I'll again catch up with you guys and share my uh, knowledge on the training part that I'm working with the current organization. So this is all about me and my work experience, guys. If you have any questions, I will answer those. Yeah, am I audible? Hello.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Any questions for me? Like, you have any doubts or any confusions?
You can ask any questions
No, no,
related to technical or interview, how to update a resume, how to build resume, those things. I think Pradeep covered most of the things, but in case if you have still doubt, you can ask now.
no issues in resume because I have sent resume to Pradeep sir, and I have discussed about my resume, and he told like it is enough to upload.
Okay, okay. Actually, see,
Yeah.
this time is up. Again, you people join in 3 to 4 minutes because I'm rendering the video. Okay? Okay,
Okay,
bye,
okay, sir.
guys.
How much time is left, sir?
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. Okay. I mean, like if they have